Okay, I think we're ready to start here. There, how are you? How's everybody today? Look, I've been doing coin class, and it's been taking, an hour, hour and a half, and they're not getting watched. And I think part of it is because they're too long. So I'm going to try some shorter classes to get, a smaller uh, focused bit of information out. So hopefully we can get, more repeat views. What I want to do today is go through a means of creating a reference set so we can grade coins. And I'm going to set these aside for now. Grading is important. If you want to grade your coins, or if you want to find the price of a coin, where'd that book go? There's a book here. Where is it? It's red. Geez, what'd I do with that? I stuffed it in the drawer. I'm not ready. I'm never ready on these things. It's gone. Oh, there it is. Come on. Oh. And then it collapsed. Okay, you want to find the value of a coin, right? You need to know what it is, and that's easy enough. But you also have to need to know the grade of that coin so you can determine the value. Remember, the better off the coin is, the higher grade it is, the less wear, the more valuable it's going to be. So you're going to be able to grade those coins. Now, in the past 30 years, the grading companies, PCGS, NGC, ANAX, they slab coins, and that's all well and good. And, they'll give you a good grade, an accurate grade. But a lot of people have become reliant on these things, and they say, oh, you're going to have that coin graded. Well, just grade it yourself, because before you spend the money to have it graded, you really need to know what it is so you can decide whether or not it's worth getting graded. Okay, so let's put together a reference set. You've got coins, I'm sure you do. You got all kinds. I got all kinds of coins. If you don't have them, you'll have them eventually. Okay, it's real simple. You're going to just put the coins in order, in a line, right here in front of you. Better ones over here, lesser ones over there. So let's take a look at these and see where exactly we're going to put them. We're just going to throw one under the scope and have a look. Okay, now I can probably tell, that's not it. I can probably tell you what grade this is right now, but we're going to build this reference set. See, you got some details, some ear, you got an earlobe, right? You got some vest detail. That's great. That's a 1925 here. Just the slightest bit of separation between the cheek and the jaw. Okay, let's start that right in the middle. Right there, okay? And this camera is going to be a little bit weak on the detail, so we'll just do some comparison as we go. Okay, the next one. What is that, lint? Where's the penny? Here it is. Okay, here we got a lot of separation between the cheek and the jaw. Hey PSPR, how are you? Right, I got a little bit of wear above the ear. Right, there's his lapel, his vest, his tie, all kinds of stuff on here. Okay, but that looks a whole lot better than that last one. So let's put that over on the right, because we want the better ones over on the right. And we'll pick up another one. Ready? Let's see what this one looks like. It's a 58. Oh my gosh, it's got doo-doo all over it. Okay, when you got one like this, it's ungradable. Now we'll have to talk about that another time, but take that one out of the loop for now. And we'll just grab another one here. Okay, what do you got? It's a 1913. Oh boy, that's pretty worn out. There's no ear, right? You have almost no detail here. Yeah, the words are good. The rim is sound. Okay, but it's pretty wore out. Okay, we'll put that over here, right? So as I go to the right, they get better. Let me touch that with my finger. What if you had a double die with goop on it? De-goop it. Let's have a look at this one here. Right now we're looking at grading coins. And that one's pretty dark, right? I've got some ear. There's a bit of a line here, a little scratch on them. Okay, the rim is sound. It's not too screwed up. It's got some goop on it, some doo-doo. But let's look at the grade. Okay, and it's a little better than that last one we just saw. So we'll tuck him in right in between, right in there. Okay, and you do this with a bunch of coins. It's not hard. It doesn't take long. Just decide for yourself, is it better or worse than the one you know, than this one or that one, and put them in a line. Okay, what do you got here? Boy, that looks pretty good. Not quite as nice as that first one we had in the higher grade. That's a 47D. Okay, so that's going to fit right in here. There you go. What's this next one? Here's one. What's this one? Ooh, that one's been cleaned. This one's not gradable. All right, you get a clean coin. People ask, what do you use to clean your coins? I don't use a thing. Let's take this one out of the loop for now because we can't grade a cleaned coin. That's a doo-doo head right there. Yep. Okay, next one. It's a 54D, and I've got a lot of detail here. If I can get that to show up. Boy, that's awful close. We got to do a side-by-side and see which one's better here. Which one's better? This one, the 54, or that one, the 47? Boy, that's awful close. Those are real close. I think in this case it's going to be the 47. What do you think? No, I think the 54 is a little better. So we'll set those over here in order. Okay, just like that. And I can slip them in right here. Yeah, the 54 has got a bit of luster, which helps. Let's make some space. Here we go. Isn't this fun? Just in a row, just like that. Okay, another one. This one's looking pretty good. And let's have a look at that. Okay, you got a little more wear here, I think. But really not much at all. That one looks pretty good. Okay, let's see. Is that better or worse than the top one we've got over here? There's the best one we got in the line so far. And this one, I think this might be a little bit better. I mean, the ear is sharp. The bow tie is quite decent here. Okay, I'm going to put them in reverse order. Because that one, well, you got a lot of luster on there too, which helps. So I'm going to slide him to the right. Put this one in the middle. And I got another one here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I had it. It was perfect. That one. Okay, what's this one? Ready? It's gone. All right, I got somewhere, some separation. It's not screwed up. Okay, and that's pretty decent. And that'll fit. Ready? That'll fit right about in here. Right in there. And I think I'm going to have to go up just a little bit here. Okay, so I've got my coins in a line, right? This one's really good. This one, not so much. We're not worried about the dates. We're not worried about whether it's red or brown or brown. This one's kind of dark. We're not worried about that. We're just looking for the detail. Which one, is better than the last. Once you have it down in order, now it's a simple matter. I'm going to take you to a site over here. Let's see, where's the screen? Right here. It's called, where is it? PCGS Photo Grade. Now I got to check and see if you can see what I see, or the other way around. Yeah, that's it. Okay, PCGS Photo Grade. Pick on, well, click on the link. You'll find it right below the video here. And whatever you have, pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, halves, dollars, gold, bullion, right? And they're going to have photos. If I clicked on cents, well, first off, it would slow down the stream. So I've already clicked on it, and it would take me here. So I can choose which particular cent, right? The old Drake bust, Flying Eagle, right? Indians. Here's a Lincoln cents. And if I click on that, it's going to show me an array of different grades of Lincoln cent all in a row. And I can scroll to the right and to the left. Nope, that's up and down. Okay, I can't use a mouse here yet, but I can go to the right and compare what I have to what they have listed, right? So I can take one of my coins out of my little, let me get this up, out of my little stash here. Let's say this one. And I can put that right next to the screen and decide, what grade is that, looking at what they have. Okay, looking at what they have. And I go back to the screen. And that coin I just saw is right about here. I made this a real good match for XF40. It's better than this one. Where's the arrow? There it is. But it's not quite as good as this one. So I'm going to call that one XF40. And go back to the home. And let's see, I'll move these over. I bring in my little tag here. That one is XF. Right? And you go through and do all these coins this way. This one over here on the side, this real weak one. Let's go back and there's the screen. Okay, and I'm going to scroll around and have a look here. Now I can click on these images and it'll blow it up. I mean, you get a full-size shot here and say, oh, that's what it looks like. And you get the fronts and the backs and click on them. I want to compare what I have to this one right here and this one right there. Okay, gone. Scope. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's not the good 6. This one comes in at good 4. And it's a good match for the image. It's got a good solid rim on both sides, but it's pretty worn out. Nope. There we go. So yeah, good 4 is right there. Now about good, you start losing the rim. The rim kind of starts fading into the letters, right? Gets fading into the details. If you got a solid rim all the way around, it's probably good. Okay, but they can be pretty worn. So we're going to put that one right over here with the good tag. And I got to scroll just a little bit. There we go. Good. Now, I got an XF, I got a good. I got a pretty good idea that if these are in order, they'll probably match up pretty well with what PCGS has. Okay, there's the screen. And this one is a little better than the one I just had. So is it very good 8, very good 10? Well, let's just call it very good if it fits. And we can take a look at the coin. If we can find the coin. Here you go. You got some face detail. You're starting to see some separation of the, the upper jaw. No, the upper cheek and the lower jaw. Right? It's going to have some marks. The lower grades, you can get away with some extra marks here and there. We're starting to get some best detail. If I compare that with what is on PCGS site, I think it qualifies as very good 8. It's not quite as sharp as very good 10, but I'm just going to give it the general category of very good over here. And I'll pull this down. All right, and I keep this up, and I can essentially put together a group of coins where I have already checked their grade. And if I keep these together, I have a reference set. Right over here, I've got an AU. These are both kind of AU. And I'd want to get into that. And this one's kind of AU, but it's let me move that down. All right. There you go. They're circulated, but there's different grades of AU, right? AU 50, 53, 55. They get better. Here's a neat one because you get into the uncirculated. That's a real shiner right there. And for those who want to see no trace of wear, you look above the ear, you look at the cheek. That's a good, pretty penny. There's not a thing wrong with it. Great shape all the way around. And the first places you look, above the ear, right? Look at his tie, look at his cheek. So that one would be uncirculated. And I don't have a little card made out for that, but I'll put him over here because we're going to worry about mostly the circulated grades. All right. Now, I've got my coins, right? And I can put them in flips, easy enough. Save them up. I can put the little tag here, good, so I know. Let go. All right, so I can pull it out and compare my coin with my reference set. There we go. So I pull out another one. I want to see where does this coin fit in because I have put them in order and I've effectively calibrated these by comparing to known examples using PCGS. And now I want to see where does this coin, what would I grade that one? Okay, let's have a look. Home, scope, there's the scope. Okay, I've got some separation of the cheek and the jaw. So if I go back over here, I want to compare it to both the VF and the XF and see which one's a better match. So there's the VF. I'll put it to the right. And there it is. That one's VF, and we used, this is the one we compared with PCGS PhotoGrade. So I'm pretty confident that one's VF. Now look at this one, and boy, that's just a little bit better than this first one. That's just a little bit better. Looking through the center of the face, looking at the bow tie, it's just a hair better, but not too much better. So I want to take a look at the XF now. Now put this on the left. So this is the coin I want to grade. This is the one I decided was VF. And this is the one I decided is XF. Well, that XF is a whole lot better than the one I'm trying to grade. So I can conclude that this one is not XF. It's not that good. So I'll give that a VF grade using my reference set. This is the XF here. This is my reference VF. And this is the one I just went to grade. That one's VF. It's as good as this, but not as good as that. Always choose the lesser grade when grading your coins. Ooh, this is real nice. Is it VF or is it not quite VF? Because if it's not quite, go with the lesser grade. Say fine. That's about it. It's simple. It's easy. You can put it together using, just the coins you have, and you can do it with every series you have. You got Buffalo nickels, the same thing. You build a reference set, and from there you can use that reference set to grade, the next coin that comes down the block. Now I'm going to get over to chat real quick, and let's see if we can get that to show up here. There we go. Because I don't get to see most of the chat while I'm talking. And there we go. Hey, what do you say? I say, hi, Silver. Green Bay Wackies here, just swinging through to say hello. Always interesting, these coins. Yeah, we teach people how to do stuff, and it's pretty handy. People they're hungry for information. And I try to put it out. I've been doing it Saturday morning, but it takes, I get too deep into it, and it takes, an hour and a half, and people aren't going back and watching those long shows, so I'm trying to do it shorter so we can get more people to see, and maybe then they'll go back to the long ones. There's Cindy. How are ya? Silver Mayhem. I'm hungry for info. He's a hungry info guy. Okay, and all the other folks who I could scroll back and catch more people. There's Ricer. LOL. Mrs. Hoogie. Miss Hoogie's here. Hello, Mrs. Hoogie. Good to see you. There's Snakefoot Jeff W. Mrs. Hoogie says, hi, Ricer. You should know that Mr. Hoogie asked that I cook up a bunch of bacon. Yeah, you really, part of any hurricane preparation strategy involves significant amounts of bacon, I think. Cook it up. You guys stay safe out there. That looks like a pretty nasty storm, and it's going to park itself right there on the coast for a little while. I hope you're in the hills, like in the hills, like carved out of granite or something. Yeah, stay safe. Okay, try this little trick out. It's not hard. It's pretty simple. Just put them in order, and then compare what you have with what's on photo grade. You'll find that link down below. Okay. Bacon is number one. That's right. What would you rather have, bacon or a hurricane? Well, this weekend you can have both. Isn't that great? Okay, things you cannot grade. Let's get in, and really this should be another show for itself. Here you go. Well, that one, you can't see that one, so you can't grade that one. Okay, when you got serious problems with the coins. Coins that have problems are ungradable. You'll get them on slabs where they come back with details, right? It has extremely fine details, but honestly, it's not a gradable coin. It's got corrosion, pitting, heavy damage, big marks. What's this one? Okay, that one's just good. That's very dark. You can see that over here. Does the color and tone of the coin affect your grade? Sometimes. All right. This one is cleaned. Where'd it go? Where are you? There it is. This one is cleaned, and you can see the way the sparkle here is kind of a general reflection of light. It's not cartwheeled where it wobbles back and forth. It's in kind of a lower grade, but this has been through a rock tumbler. I can tell you right now. It's not gradable. Clean coins don't have value. Different things. Here's one with some verdigris. That's a different one with doo-doo on its head. That's verdigris. That's where the copper started to react with something. God only knows what. Could be bubble gum. Could be a postage stamp stuck to it. Maybe somebody licked it. The back is good. but it's a problem coin. It has a problem with it, and I can show you that in the big scope here in a second. There we go. So the two on the bottom, we got stuff stuck to them in the same spot. One is corrosion over there on the right. The one on the left seems to be some sort of debris stuck on there. Up top, I got the dark one. Yeah, that's gradable, but it's not really great. And then you have that one there. It's shiny, right? But it's been cleaned. Now, how do you tell a clean coin from a shiny one, from a shiner? Let me put that beside that that uncirculated. One has cartwheels. That's the original luster of the coin. If I tilt this back and forth, you're going to see it spiral around the coin. Whereas the clean one on the left, it reflects the light, it blurs the light, but it's not spinning. It's not a cartwheel. It's not original luster. That coin has been altered, and it's not gradable. Are all years graded the same? Yes, it's the design. It's the design. Now there are some years where you're going to flex, right? The 1920s, a lot of those have weak reverses. So, well, how do you judge that? They tore those dies up. They wore them into the ground. Yeah, judgment comes into play after that. Judgment and experience. It's got a weak reverse because the die was worn out. You grade it based on what the coin was when it was produced. Okay, a weak die was produced with weak details, but it's still going to be a strong strike, depth, that sort of thing. But it'll geez, you got them. They're missing freaking wheat lines. You have to work on experience. But for now, you can at least put them in order and get a great idea of where the slot it's in. You don't have to worry about very fine 20, very fine 30, very fine 35. You'll get that experience in time. But here you can get the good, very good, fine, very fine XF. Get the AUs. Boy, they're better than XF, but there's a little bit of wear on them, so they're not quite uncirculated. And then when you get into the uncirculated, you got a whole range of issues going on with that. It's got a lot of bag marks, not too many bag marks. Boy, it's really sharp. And then in the top grades, it gets into how sharp is a strike. Is it properly centered, right? You want an even coin. Is the color consistent across the entire coin? They get really into those fine details up there. I owe everything I know to Ken, says Cindy. I have a Lincoln cent with a perfect round zinc rot spot behind Abe's ear. Not gradable. Well, keep the best one you've got, and sell the rest so you can buy some more. That's a good way to do it. But it's a start, and that's 23 minutes. That's about as long as I wanted to go today. Bag marks versus circulation. How much can be determined to be either? Okay, bag marks. They put the things in the coins come out of the machines. They drop into a hopper, right? I drop a quarter on another quarter, and I'm going to leave a mark a lot of times. Let's see if I got one here that has marks. I bet you I do, because they're really, no, I don't. Bag marks are from handling, but it hasn't passed around. Circulation, you're going to start to see some wear. Let me pull up one of these AUs here. And it doesn't have to be much wear. You're looking at right above the ear. This is just a whisper of wear, but that amount of wear means it's not an uncirculated coin. It can be almost uncirculated. You got just a kiss of wear here on his cheek, just a kiss of wear here. Okay, and it's a whole lot better than the extremely fines. It's just slightly worn. Right now, an uncirculated coin, you can have marks on that. You can have bag marks where another coin has contacted it, either in the hopper or in a bag when it was shipped from the mint to wherever they ship them to, the Federal Reserve and then the coin rolling companies. And I've seen some uncirculated coins that are just covered with bag marks. That gets you MS60. Now pennies, the copper coins are neat because you have different color variations. You have brown, you got red brown, and then you got full red. Like this one over here would be let's see. This one would be red, right? Whereas this one might be, this would probably qualify as red-brown. And the rest of these are brown, and this one's just plain grungy. But that's not really a specification or grade. LOL, Green Bay Wacky. Go see Green Bay Wacky. Watch his shows, watch his videos. He's a lot of fun. He'll teach you how to make a low 3-digit income. He will. It sometimes looks like a hearing aid. What's that, the ear? Could be. Thursday equals early Friday, just like second lunch and first dinner. Is that like Hobbit food? Thanks, Prof. Cointelligence, happy late Wednesday. Yep, okay. That's what I want to do. Yeah, you can learn to grade the coins. It does take time. You're not going to learn it overnight. But building a reference set gives you a start more than anything else. And once you can get, okay, it's fine. Is it fine 12, fine 15? It's fine. That's close enough to you can come up with a value. Green Bay says, wow, that's an oldie. You just cracked me up. Low to 3 to 4 digit income. Yeah, you can do it, man. I got paid again this month. That's the third time this year. So I'm, stoked. I'd like to see that bigger. We're working on it. We'll get there. Do you have a recommendation on foreign coins? Gold Krugerrands. I recommend them. You get hooked. Breakfast, lunch, second lunch, snack, first dinner, second dinner, midnight snack. Twosies, threesies. It's all good. Okay, guys, I got to take off. Either Robert or myself will be on later tonight. Now, Robert Lawson and I, we've been switching back and forth on Fridays. He was on vacation, and I was out of town last week. This week should be his turn, but he had his mother-in-law passed away. And, we offer his condolences, but he's getting his act back together. Sometimes life gets in the way, and one of us will be on in about 2 hours to have a Friday Night Madness show. You should turn on Super Chat if you're monetized. I am, but we do it this way. We go through the PayPal. It works pretty well. Super Chat, I think YouTube keeps a third. We'll go with PayPal. We do pretty well with the big show using the PayPal. YouTube takes 30%. That's 30% that I could put into the big show rather than into YouTube's pocket. They make plenty of money. Don't worry about a thing. This is Thursday? What day is this? Can somebody contact me like once every other day and let me know it's Thursday? Oh, hell, I'm going to take a nap. Okay. In that case, we can probably stay on a little bit longer. But I want to end this stream because it's the length of these videos that I think is keeping people from watching. It's Thursday. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Oh, well, let's look. What's up? Is Quinn, is he back from vacation? He should be on tonight at 10 o'clock. Yeah, it's Thursday. What am I supposed to do Thursday? I think it's my nap day. No matter. You guys stay groovy. And, play with your coins. This works on all of them, right? You got Morgan dollars. It works. And you can get more accustomed and, get more intense and more detailed, and you can determine XF40 versus XF45, right? VF20, VF30, VF35. You can keep separating that out and further classifying it. It takes work, it takes experience, and well, that takes time. Ken, they do take 30%, but some people like to use Super Chat only because they like it lighting up. No disrespect with men, of course. It just gives people the option. Hey, we could try it. I do qualify, but I haven't. But if they like to light it up, well, who am I to stop them? And we take donations for the big show primarily here. That's on Sundays, and well, we put the money right back into the stuff. It's a lot of fun, man. We give away some coins. You really got to be in. I like to see you win. There's Bill J version 2. How are you? Good to see you. Les Willie. That sounds dirty. And Jeff Dunn. Jeff, your stuff is in the mail. I'll put a couple of extra coins in there. All right. Stay groovy, guys. I got to find out what I'm supposed to be doing tonight. Am I supposed to be at my brother's house for dinner? God, I hope she doesn't cook. I hope they order out. I'm making supper. It'll be here in 10 minutes. See you later, guys.